Imagine moving to Panama, getting settled into your new life, and then finding out you need dialysis 3 times a week. Could you get it? Where would you go? How much would it cost? A lot of expats never think about these questions until it becomes an emergency. As a nurse, I wanted real answers before recommending Panama to anyone living with kidney disease. So I researched where dialysis is available, what treatment options exist, and what expats need to know before making the move. Hi, I'm Michelle, a nurse living in Panama, and here's what I found. The short answer is yes, you can get dialysis in Panama, but there are some important things every expat should understand before making the move. Dialysis is available in Panama. In fact, there are dialysis centers in Panama City, David, Santiago, Chitre, and other locations throughout the country. If you have kidney disease, or you're worried you might need dialysis, moving to Panama is not something you want to guess your way through. Because the truth is, yes, dialysis exists here, but it's not as simple as just showing up. And if you don't plan this right, it can seriously impact your health. So let's talk about the real situation. So first, yes, dialysis is available in Panama. You can find hemodialysis centers in Panama City, David, and other larger hospital systems in other areas. But here's what you need to understand. Access does not mean convenience. And it definitely does not mean it's set up the way it is in the U.S. Let's talk about the healthcare system. Panama has 2 main systems, the public system, which is CSS, and the private system. Now, the public system can be more affordable, but there are requirements, wait times, and you typically need to be part of the system to access it. Think of it like Social Security or disability insurance that the state pays for. Private care is faster, it's more direct, but you're paying out of pocket or using your private insurance. And dialysis is not something you want delays with. Let's talk about cost, because I know that's what people are thinking. Yes, in many cases, it can be less expensive than in the U.S., but let me be very clear. This is not a cheap condition anywhere. Dialysis is ongoing, it's frequent, and it adds up no matter where you are. So this is where planning becomes critical. If you're even considering moving here with kidney disease, you need to think about where your dialysis center will be, how far you'll need to travel multiple times a week, what insurance you will have, and how you'll handle emergencies. And I'm going to say this as a nurse. I would not recommend relocating without having your care fully mapped out ahead of time. Not just, I'll figure it out when I get there. That's not safe with this type of condition. Let's balance this out. Panama can work if you're in earlier stages of kidney disease, you're stable, you are willing to live near a major city or travel for care. In those situations, people do make it work. Before we go any further into the video, I just want to make a medical disclaimer. I am a nurse, but I am not your nurse. So always check in with your primary care provider before you make any healthcare decisions. These videos are for educational purposes only. But if you require frequent dialysis already, don't have insurance lined up, or expect the same level of coordination as in the US everywhere, you really need to slow down and think this thing through carefully. Because this is your health we're talking about. The bottom line, yes, dialysis is available in Panama, but it requires planning, access, and realistic expectations. If you're thinking about moving abroad with a chronic condition, don't guess. Get informed. And if you want more real honest breakdowns like this, make sure you're subscribed. And I also have a relocation checklist that I created based on the fact when I moved here, there wasn't a specific way for me to know what steps I need to take to move here, as visa timing, when should I be doing my fingerprints. All of that stuff is lined out in my relocation guide. So if you want that information, it will be linked in my bio. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Life Evolved with Michelle. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you on the next video.